Hello, and thank you for the opportunity to speak with you today. My name is Rachel Israel, and my background includes more than 16 years in education, along with graduate studies in learning design and technology. Throughout my career, I've managed projects ranging from curriculum development and program implementation to coordinating large events, schedules, and stakeholder communication. Those experiences have taught me that successful projects depend not only on good planning, but also on flexibility, collaboration, and continuous improvement. Today, I'd like to share how I apply agile methods in learning design, the tools I use to support project management, and how I define project success. When I'm managing a learning design project, I prefer an agile approach because it allows me to gather feedback early and make adjustments throughout development rather than waiting until the end. For example, if I were developing a new onboarding course, I wouldn't spend weeks building the entire course before sharing it with stakeholders. Instead, I would create a prototype, gather feedback, and use that information to guide the next stage of development. This process helps ensure that the final product continues to align with stakeholder expectations and learner needs. One of the biggest benefits of Agile is collaboration. Team members remain involved throughout the project rather than working in isolation and handing off work to the next person. Frequent check-ins also improve communication and help identify potential challenges before they become major issues. I also find that Agile creates a more efficient workflow. Smaller development cycles make it easier to adjust priorities, respond to feedback, and keep projects moving forward. Ultimately, that flexibility leads to stronger learning experiences because decisions are informed by ongoing feedback rather than assumptions made at the beginning of the project. My project management experience has primarily involved using collaborative tools to organize work, manage timelines, and communicate with stakeholders. Throughout my career, I've used Google Workspace extensively to coordinate projects, share resources, collect feedback, and maintain communication among team members. I've also worked with learning management systems such as Canvas and Adobe Learning Manager to organize content and support implementation efforts. While I haven't worked extensively with every project management platform, I am familiar with tools such as Trello, Asana, and ClickUp and understand how they support project planning, task management, and team collaboration. Regardless of the specific tool being used, I believe successful project management comes down to visibility and communication. The best tools help teams understand priorities, track progress, identify obstacles, and stay aligned on shared goals. When I think about project success in learning design, I look beyond whether a project was simply completed on time. To me, a successful project is one that meets stakeholder needs while also creating meaningful learning outcomes for learners. Of course, I still consider traditional project metrics such as meeting deadlines, staying within scope, and completing key deliverables. However, I also evaluate stakeholder satisfaction and whether the final product addresses the original problem the project was intended to solve. Most importantly, I consider learner-focused indicators such as engagement, knowledge acquisition, skill development, and the ability to apply learning in real-world situations. If learners can successfully use what they've learned and stakeholders feel the project achieves its goals, I consider that project a success. Thank you for your time and consideration. I appreciate the opportunity to share my approach to project management and learning design, and I look forward to the possibility of contributing to the success of ID Incorporated.